Going about this all. Gave you everything I had. I ended up alone. Now I try to erase the memories. Forget about your kiss. Now I'm talking to myself at night, and it goes like this. You deserve someone who proves how much he loves you, how much he cares. He shows you everything, and he'll always be there, God, what have I been doing? Going about this all. Gave you everything I had. I ended up alone. Now I try to erase the memories. Forget about your kiss. Now I'm talking to myself at night, and it goes like this. You deserve someone who proves how much he loves you, how much he cares. He shows you everything, and he'll always be there.
Close my eyes and picture how it was last summer, coasting in the moonlight. Hold on to the memories like we held each other. Wish we would've thought twice. Burning all the bridges like you're burned into my head. Oh, I lay here wishing you were sleeping in this bed. Said we were just meant to break. I know that I should move on. Oh baby, but just in case, save me a space. Save me a Save me a space in your arms. I was sinking deeper than I knew I could have, dancing in the shadows. Didn't say I loved you when I knew I should have. Baby, where'd the time go? Burning all the bridges like you're burned into my head. Oh, I lay here
Good evening, guys. Doing a little bit of a late stream. Probably gonna stream for about an hour and a half, 2 hours. For anybody that was watching my last stream, I ended up, my father had a medical emergency that required emergency surgery. So I ended the stream late, had to rush him down. He's doing good, recovery. Recovery is to be about 7 to 14 days before he's released. So yeah, it's been an eventful weekend to say the least. So I got logged out, so it's gonna pick up where I left off. I had my Cutlass Black and my Atlas, or ATLS. I just call it Atlas. I think everybody else does. And I was just about to make a run down to Area 18, do a quick delivery. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. Hope everybody's been having a good weekend thus far. Get some of that music turned down. Switch to some other music in the background here. Give me a minute. There we go. Okie dokie. Where in the heck am I? Okay, good deal. Hopefully my Cutlass Black is still loaded up with everything. And great. It is gone. Right along with all my cargo and contracts. Oh well, let's go ahead and... That's a bummer. Let's grab mobiGlas, see what we can find here. Ah, Baja Point. Go Baja Point to the space station if we can. Take that one. Let's see what else we can fit on here. Baja Point, it's 10. Take that. We'll call that good right now. Okay. Let's go get our Cutlass. Actually, we'll get the Atlas first.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Vehicle selected. Please visit us again.
Well, that's thinking. Go down and get our cargo lifted up. Sorry about that. Grab this guy and this guy. I've been enjoying the combination of the Cutlass Black with the ATLS. Okay. You gotta bring it up here. Where to go? It's maybe one of those things where it just spawns in. Okay, we will try it again. Had the bug where it doesn't show up until you actually get to the center.
ASOP vehicle retrieval system. Vehicle select. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location. Please visit us again. Goodbye.
Really?
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location. Please visit us again.
Well, it's saying it's here, but it's not. So let's try grabbing a ship and retry grabbing the
to the ASOP
Atlas.
vehicle retrieval system.
We'll grab the Cutlass Black.
Vehicle select. Your vehicle has been. Please visit us again.
So the Atlas, when I left, was actually inside the Cutlass Black. So let's see if it's, for some reason, if it's still in there. Doubtful, but one can always hope, right? Do-do-do-do-do. You are not in there. Okay, we'll try this one more time.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system. Your insurance claim has been sent. Thank you. Please visit us again. Goodbye. Welcome to the ASOP
so I got 28
vehicle retrieval
seconds.
system.
17. Do-do-do. Okay, let's retrieve it.
Your vehicle has been. Please visit us.
Fingers crossed this time. I've had pretty good luck with persistent hangars. My Area 18, I bought a whole bunch of extra cargo containers and kind of distributed them out a little bit. Look a little more lived in. I am definitely looking forward to having our own bases down the planet at some point. I'm hoping that I'll hit the PTU before Christmas. That would be pretty awesome. Hey, there we go. Now, as long as it doesn't fall through the deck, we're good. No, stay on there. Stay on there. Don't fall through. Okay. I have been very happy with this. Though I think CIG should have kept it somewhere around $25 to $30. There we go. Do notice it takes a little bit holding down the W key for it to actually start moving. Occasionally it's been bugged out where it doesn't move at all, but usually just jumping into it and jumping back out seems to rectify the situation. I could get some more SU. Okay, let's get the Cutlass Black up.
Please visit us again. Goodbye. Welcome to the ASOP
And then we
vehicle
will
retrieval
reposition
system.
that so the back door is facing.
Vehicle select. Your vehicle. Please visit us again. Goodbye.
Switch over to something real quick. This elevator's coming up. This might take a second. For some reason, did not upload my thumbnail for my other streaming service, so okay. Cutlass black is up. There we go. Let's go ahead and reposition this. I think this is one of my favorite ships in the game. I just love the look of it. Huh. Never. It actually had all the... Okay. Well, I will take that for the cargo. Okay, let's switch over to my sticks. Let's see, let's turn our lights on. I'm gonna reposition the camera here a little bit so I can actually see. I'll take our speed limiter down. We'll just pop up a little bit.
Launch complete.
And of course, there we go. Just reposition ourselves here.
Landing complete.
Turn our engines off. Okay, let's go grab the rest of it. Typically, I'll just go up on the ramp, halfway. This may be a pretty tight fit. So as you remember, when I dropped it down there was actually nothing back in the cargo bay. So this will be interesting to say the least. Last time this happened, I actually lost a piece of cargo. I think the sweet spot's just letting it come to you first and then swinging it around. Hopefully there will be enough room in here for everything. Just maybe not the ATLS. Like cargo and salvage, it's just nice and chill. Just throw on some good techno beats, vocal trance, or classical or whatever, and just kind of veg out. Okay. Might listen over my handheld tractor beam here in a minute. So I'm going to be running out of places to put stuff. Or at least as far as snapping wise, anyways. Get a snap up there. There we go. 4 more boxes. Oy. Huh. I think it will all fit. It's gonna be pretty darn close. That should be everything, right? Yep. Oh, perfect. Center this a little bit better. There we go. Das ist good.
Engines online. Launch complete. Landing gear up.
Our speed back.
Thank you, and please visit again.
Okay. Let's head down to Area 18, spaceport. Oops. Yeah, let me search locations. Nope. If I click on that, it's just gonna. Where there's a will, there's a way. There we go. Quantum. It's weird.
Drive is now on.
Okay, there we go.
Is now off.
Piece of cake.
Drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off.
There we go. It's a hop, skip, and a jump. Try to lower our speed a little bit so we're not coming in too hot. Let's let him get out of the way. It's so congested. The hangar should be right next to this guy here. GZ8087.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
There we go, it's on their side. Number 5. Get our VTOL there. Usually I have the camera set all the way up above. This works too. Oh, go forward. There we go. And then we will reposition ourselves. Gotta say, this game does look good. Go, safe landing. Throw our engines off. And you know what? While we're here, let's go ahead and refuel. Aren't my landing gears? Okay, that is a huge rookie mistake. It's been a long weekend. That's right.
Engines online.
Take 2.
Engines offline.
So yeah, I've just been loving the pairing with the Cutlass Black and the ATLS. I do a few more cargo runs tonight, and then stream at some point tomorrow. Thinking probably afternoon. Try call and see how my dad is doing. only deliveries I've done have been the 1SU containers. I haven't done anything bigger than that. I do have a raft that I should probably experiment with one of these days. Come on, snap. There we go. Why are you not letting me? There we go. So as my game channel suggests, I am pretty big in the tiny houses. I did my first one in my, I say mid-30s. Built that and lived on the country for about 11 years. And the housing market was so good. A couple years ago, I couldn't resist. I live in a pretty cold climate. You can get minus 30 in January is not unheard of, or colder. So I've decided to relocate down south, where it's a little bit warmer. So I ended up selling that, and then I built a tow, which is a tiny house on wheels. It was an 8.5 by 32. Had a bathtub in there, stairs in the back to go up to the loft, huge living room, very nice kitchen, full-size refrigerator, all that good stuff. And I've had a deal that I just couldn't pass up, so I ended up selling and flipping that. And yeah, for my next build, I actually am not gonna do it myself. I have designed it, and I'm gonna have another company build it. And I think currently I'm 6 to 9 months out from having it built and having my land lot done, finished. So let's see, would you just snap over there? Yep. Squeeze in you. There we go. And we got what? CitizenCon coming up here in the next 2.5 weeks. I saw that the Evocati have the new MFTs, along with a few other things. It would be pretty awesome for them to have the base building with the Evocati by the time CitizenCon comes around, but I doubt it. Hopeful. I have my 2 sidekicks with me tonight, Katie and Sam, my 2 pups. They are supervising me at the moment. They're pretty easy going though. few more boxes left. Oh, give me you. I'm back. There we go. I was having problems the other night. Nothing was snapping. I had to load the cargo elevator down and up several times, and then it finally started letting me snap. Is this our last one? Can't see over it. I believe so. It is. Jump onto this. Drop that cargo elevator. So right now I am at 489. I did buy a few ships in game. I was really hoping for the Ursa meta, or the medical variation, to be available on Lorville. However, just the Ursa was. So I'm curious if you have the Ursa Red, the medical one, if you can actually log out in your hangar with it. Take the other boxes too? I think we're good. Okay, so we have our other contracts here. Let's see, Baja Point. We'll take that one. Baja Point. Looking for Baja Point to the spaceport. Take that one. I think we can probably grab one more if there's not too much cargo wise. We can take that one too. Okay. So apparently the cargo I had the other day didn't. Okay. Forgot that we were actually in the spaceport, so we'll be driving up to pick up the stuff. Where's my health at? Do I need to eat or drink anything? No, we're good. Okay, let's switch our camera. Speed limit up a little bit.
You are clear to launch.
Do a bit of rotation. Center herself. We should be clear. Take our VTOL off and let's head up.
Thank you, and Please visit again.
Switch to our quantum. I am running a HOSAS setup. Did mouse and keyboard for quite a long time, and then did a lot of research and got some recommendations from a few friends, and I ended up buying the VKB NXT Evos. So I get the Omni throttle and then the regular joystick, and for flying and stuff, it's fantastic. Build quality is amazing as well. I have no complaints. Okay, let's route us.
Drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off.
So we're gonna throttle down a little bit so we're not coming in too hot. Usually my spot's on the side here. If it'll actually let me call ATC. Okay, let's slow down quick. I have to do it from the Moby.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Okay, there we go. Not much, Kraken. How about yourself? Actually, you were in Star Citizen, weren't you, Moms, the other day? We were talking about the LG washer and dryer combination, I believe. I think if I remember correctly, you were shipping container tiny house. I really wanted to do a shipping container tiny house. The one that I'm gonna have built is actually gonna be stick built, so well, thank you. I appreciate it. I do have a final tour of the tiny house on wheels, the tow. I just have not uploaded it yet.
Landing gear down.
I ended up painting the whole interior white.
I'm sorry. Due to inactivity,
Yeah, I hear ya.
you've been forced to assign your landing
I'm
zone to
waiting
another customer.
about 6 to 9 months for my new house to be completed and then the lot to be cleared where it's at. It is very hard unless you own land. Really the only place that's accepting of tiny houses that's actually forward thinking is Tennessee.
Landing complete.
So that's kind of where I'm headed. I am not looking forward to the heat, but also I'm looking forward to not being negative 30 degrees in January where I'm currently at. So yeah, where I was looking at land down in Tennessee, it's gonna be northeast Tennessee. I suppose more northern, but you can actually get like I mean, they're not huge. You can get 1 to 1.5 acres from anywhere from 8 to 15,000, and then closing costs on top of that. So that's eventually going to be my goal, is to actually have my own property, which isn't too bad. Figure 10 to 15 for the land. There's no frost down there, down Tennessee. So I'm thinking having everything. Sorry, I have Tourette's, so I have my little ticks here and there. Bear with me. So I'm figuring probably about 8,000 to have somebody clear, put down a class 5 pad. Figure well, when I did the well up here, I paid 10,000. We had to go 195 feet. Then when I sold my house, the inspector came out and told me, yeah, you only really needed to go maybe 70 feet. So I got taken for a little bit of ride, but hey, nothing beats well water, I'll tell you that. Then I figure septic with a mound system, those are always pricey. I'm figuring about 15 to 16,000 for that. So have you or moms, have you looked into Tennessee for land? I actually saw a few parts of Tennessee from the hurricane, where some towns down by Pigeon Forge were under 8 feet of water. That's a little terrifying. But hopefully there is not a huge loss of life. Florida, I've never been to Florida. My sister went there last year with my 2 nieces. She got an Airbnb. She went down there and it was really hot. And they immediately got to the Airbnb, put their swimsuits on, went to the ocean and jumped in, and the water down there was 90 plus degrees. So the only relief her and my nieces got were actually the pool that was in the community. I don't know if I could do Florida just for the humidity, but I've never been there, so I can't really say too much just from what I've heard. Have you looked at zoning at all in either Texas or Florida regarding tiny houses? I know when I built my first one up here on the country, I basically did pulled my septic permit, my well permit, and my electrical. I never did a building permit, and nobody ever said anything. So my first house, if you guys want to check it out, I have it on my my other media, my YouTube channel. It was a 14 by 40 lofted barn cabin, and I had a little bit of customized as far as insulation in the floor, the height of the walls, and all that good stuff. And then I had a guest cabin. It was 12 by 14, I believe. I use as my separate office. East Texas, we got about the same humidity, super sticky. You guys have been getting a lot of severe weather as far as like the rain over the last few years too. If I remember correctly. It's gonna be a little scary. Yeah, I mean, if you're not opposed to Tennessee, the legalized tiny houses, you can actually have them within the city limits, which is pretty cool. Yeah, there's quite a people that have started communities. That'd be pretty awesome to start one up. So when I built my second tiny house, the toe, one of the issues I ran into is I spent, oh geez, maybe almost a year just trying to find a place to put it.
You are clear to launch.
And like, for example, from having it delivered from like where I'm at to like Tennessee is about $5,000. It's fine, you know, it is what it is. But I looked at some tiny house communities, and the really good ones were full. The ones that were semi-questionable, or is almost like a cult, I guess. There's a lot of... Didn't really feel comfortable with it. So after looking for so long, I finally said, you know what? I found a reputable builder, bought my my land, and yeah, just kind of said it is what it is. Be a nice spot, but I definitely am looking forward to eventually developing my own land, and then I can sell the lot that I'm currently at, that I will be at. So. See. Sorry, losing train of thought here for a second. Do you have any... You currently have a tiny house, correct, Moms? That's the shipping container, or you were looking at building one? Let's see, red or route. Switch to quantum. Oh, very cool. So you have a couple shipping containers stacked on top of each other, is that correct?
Quantum drive is now off.
Okay. When I was growing up, the way I got kind of turned on to the smaller housing is we would go up to Brainerd, northern Minnesota, rent a cabin up there and go fishing for a week. And you have all these big houses, big expensive multi-million-dollar houses and stuff. And there's one house that was cute. It was nestled on this peninsula, and it was basically 3 shipping containers stacked on top of each other. And I remember seeing that as a kid, and I'm like, that's the way to go. Something small, not more than what you need, and then having the extra money to actually go out and do stuff. Just a 40-foot and 20 for crypto mining. You have a pretty big crypto farm? I don't know too much about it other than it's data mining as far as like what crypto is, like bitcoins. I know you have to farm for a certain amount of time data, but I've never really, I should probably watch where I'm flying. Am I taking this guy out? I've never really understood the process. I know bitcoins are worth quite a few dollars.
Landing gear down.
Oh, I don't want my landing gear. Hold on here for a second.
Landing gear up.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
There's my hangar. Let's take our speed down a little bit. Oh, wow. So for that, do you have to run like 4090s and pretty big beasts of computers to crunch all those numbers? I'm assuming probably with an AMD chip. Well, as far as the farming and what I'm assuming your electric bill is somewhat up there a little bit. ASIC miners. Oh wow, 240. That's some serious voltage. It's almost like running 8 dryers 24/7. Is that correct? Slide over here so I can reposition myself up to the hangar. Okay. I suppose that's not too bad. Do you offset your costs with your profits on a monthly basis then? And I think I put my landing gear down that time. The last time I forgot. We're good. We'll turn the engines off.
Engines offline.
Did you ever take a look at that LG washer dryer combo that runs 120 or 120 volt? I had one in the toe that I had. The only downside, I wouldn't really say it's a downside, is it just takes twice as long to dry just because it's 120. But as far as like spinning and stuff like that, I had no complaints. Okay, I need to get down here a little bit. Hey, Cruz, how you doing tonight? I'm pretty much mining in depot. Or, oh, okay, gotcha. Mining in debt. I suppose there's really no algorithm as far as how much time to mine versus actually finding a part of a Bitcoin. Because it's not really guaranteed. It's just kind of, if it happens, it happens. Okay. How you doing tonight, Cruz? I am not. I had the quest for a little bit. I did enjoy playing... Oh... Half-Life Alyx? I really enjoyed. And I like some of the fitness stuff they had for like the boxing and stuff like that, but it ended up just kind of sitting around just taking up dust. So I ended up passing along to basically just someone on Facebook Marketplace, found a person that was looking for one. I just got most of my money back and stuff, so if they would have had better games out that were more adult orientated, I probably would have hung on to it. But I think VR as a whole probably has me 5 or 10 years before, because it's just really not catching in on the mainstream. I mean, look at the Apple Vision Pro, where, you know, of course that is quite a bit more expensive, but yeah, the resolution and stuff is there. Mining Bitcoin Silver. It's a coin that I own. Okay. Nice. That is a few dollars. You can build a few tiny houses for that. So the tiny house that I did on wheels, I actually bought the shell down in Ohio. And then had it delivered up and just finish everything out inside. Wasn't too bad. The wiring, literally only took me a day to wire it up. Once I got all everything else studded out and the holes drilled. Nope, Cruz, I'm not doing VR anymore. There might be a little bit of a delay on the stream. I'm not sure how much it's delaying. Miss out? How do you mean? So yeah, Moms, the second one I built, I actually found it online. The guy that built it was a roofer, so it was all metal construction. It was basically framed out kind of like how you would do a pole barn building. The slats on the side, which was nice because with those slats I was able to get R21 into the walls. So when I had it during the winter time up here, it was minus 30 out, but you put your hand on the tongue and groove walls, you felt no cold whatsoever. It was very efficient. You know, that's a good question. I don't want to comment on that because I don't know. I've never used metal studs at all. I've always done the wood. I would assume, because a lot of people use them, that they're fine. I mean, obviously for like a tiny house on wheels, trying to keep the weight down and stuff, I think they'd be fantastic. Plus, it'd be a little bit easier because, I mean, if I remember correctly, they're kind of hollowed out, so you can actually run your wire in them a lot easier. You know, if they get a 90-degree drill like I did, just to kind of drill out the studs to run your wires. I do enjoy building. I actually wanted to build my third one, but getting up there in age and all that stuff, and I think every older person's favorite childhood memories are back not hurting. At least for me it is. So that's why I decided kind of not to build my third tiny house. Completed. Oh, I wish I could get this back up because it's currently in my... Framing is hard solo, at least I felt it was. Yeah, it can be, depending on, you know, the scope of the project and stuff. It's always better to have a second hand. Yeah. Did you do metal studs in the shipping container? And I'm assuming for the shipping container, if you didn't, you probably did 2x2s or something like that in the exterior walls around, and then did spray foam so you don't get that what is it called? I know there's a certain term I just can't think of right now, but basically you get any condensation in there. As soon as it hits the metal and it's cold out, it'll freeze. So okay. And I'm assuming you did spray foam for the insulation, for that vapor barrier? Because otherwise the moisture will just get right in between, even if you use like... So when I did my tiny house on wheels, I used rock wool, because it will not absorb water at all. That was one of the big things. Plus, you really can't start it on fire either. Okay. Gotcha. So then I'm assuming you did do spray foam then? Because you only got 1.5 inches between that and the walls. Ah, I see. Yeah, spray foam's definitely the way to go. It can be a little pricey depending on the scope and size of your project, but once it's done, I mean, basically living in your own igloo. Okay. So my house that was out in the country, the shed to house conversion I did, it was 2x4 walls, and then I actually did 2x2s to firm out, so I get the width of a 2x6 to put R19 in the walls. So I did the R19, but the ceiling I actually did have spray foam. And I think for me, that was like 11 years ago. I think they sprayed about 4 inches, 4.5, and basically covering the lofted barn. So you have the barn sloped ceilings, 14 by 40. I think I paid about $2,500 for that. And I think when I was looking at having my tiny house on wheels, spray foamed. It was close to $10,000 for that. And I was like, nope, I will just do rock wool. Gotcha. More heat in your area versus cold temps, I'm assuming. And did you, do you have your door entrance for the main doors? For the shipping container where on the ends? Did you put a sliding glass door in there? I've seen quite a few people do that, and I know if I definitely would have gone the container route, I would have done that. And then just do some nice windows on the side to let in some light.
You are clear to launch.
So we got Baja Point. I'm just gonna pull up some contracts real quick, see what we can find here. Well, that's good. Our last winter here was actually a joke. We got like no snow. Had some cold temperatures. But the winter before that, well, that's way too much SU. Winter before that, we got dumped on so bad. And yeah. So last winter was a cakewalk for us. Okay, so we're at the Baja Point. So we're at the spaceport. So we should find spaceport to the station. Okay. You know, when I sold my house, that the shed house conversion a couple years ago, I actually was looking at doing the van life. I have two big dogs. But I'm like, you know, I can make it work. And I ended up looking at the new, I was to do the Ram ProMasters just because their walls, as far as build or easy build ability, because their walls are pretty much straight up and down. So I looked at those, and I was budgeting, 35 or something for it. But ever since COVID and them being popular, I was at like 60 grand for the larger version. Not all wheel drive, just 2-wheel drive. So that kind of shot that out. Then I looked at like a Class B camper or Class C, and gas alone would have just been just crazy. So then obviously I looked at getting a nice newer or brand new truck and then buying a fifth wheel. But the price of cars is just, it's just fucking stupid. It's crazy. It was gonna cost me like almost 70 grand for I think it was like a larger F-150 or something like that. And they're just price gouging at that point. But there's quite a few channels that I follow still. I think one is it something in Nick? They have a really great YouTube channel on the van life. And there's the effing fine print, which she changed it over to, not sure what, I don't remember the name of the channel, but he has always been fun to watch. Okay, so we need to find spaceport to Baja Point. Spaceport to spaceport. Come on, it's gotta be there. That's way too much SU. I think I just might be going back up. Space station. Okay, we're just gonna head up to the space station. We'll grab some more cargo. Yeah, I think with anything, it would be something to get used to and to adapt to, as far as, you know, living in a van. It's all customized out. I know if I would have gone that route with my 2 dogs, I got 2 big country dogs. That would have been, I know people do it with dogs, but that would have been, that was one part of the lifestyle I was not looking forward to. Especially if it's like a rainy day and, or really cold outside, and them not having too much space to run around.
Engines online.
Let's see if we can call.
You are clear to launch.
Here we go. I even looked at like the pre-made, you know, like some of the RV places sell, as far as the van life and such. And I didn't like the layout of them. It's kind of the same thing. I'm a big fisherman. Just enjoy the solitude and just being out. You know, you can buy. Get my gear out.
Thank you, and please visit again.
Landing gear.
You know, you can go buy a brand new boat, right? And they're just stupid expensive. You know, say like $20,000-$30,000. And after you spend that amount of money, you're never going to get everything that you want in there for that price point. So I've just been a big fan of just, if you don't know how to do it, just use YouTube and stuff and design and build it yourself and save the money. Because I think Winnebago had one that I was looking at, and there was a few other manufacturers and stuff. They were nice, but they're also like $113,000, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna drop my entire savings for that. Okay, let's pull up our map here and make sure we're going to the space station. Aha point. Hit R on the keyboard to route. This game is absolutely gorgeous. Let's see, where's my... It's my quantum. I don't remember which one is to...
Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off.
I think the van life would be... Obviously, it's better if you have, you know, a partner or animals, but I think the van life would be a lot more fun if you had for, you know, a person and their partner to kind of go out and experience everything. Otherwise, I think it would get, you know, if you didn't have a spouse or partner or animals, I think it would get lonely pretty fast. Let's take that speed limiter down a couple notches. Okay, am I upside down or is that right side up? think I'm upside down now. Yep. I was right side up the first time. Okay, let's see if the keyboard shortcut will call in. Nope. I always feel that it's 50-50 as far as if the shortcut will actually call in ATC.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
There we go. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to land, and before I grab some contracts, I am going to throw my dogs out and take a quick, I don't say 10 minutes up on the timer, but it should only take 5 to 8 minutes. Give a chance to stretch a little bit. I've been working on, so I'm a graphic designer, 3D modeler by profession. So I've been working a little bit on my stream overlays. So I have kind of a fun animated status for my Be Right Back screen. I got to animate it a little bit more, make it a little more playful, but I think you guys might enjoy it. So basically my dogs are my kids. So it's kind of a fun little playful Be Right Back screen. Okay, it's our gear. Keep on forgetting what I have set up on my joystick for my shortcuts. So when I originally did my research and took my friend's advice and actually got
Due to inactivity, we have
my
been
joystick
forced to
set
assign
up,
your landing
trying to do
to
the
another
key
customer.
binds it was like a kid in the candy store. It was so overwhelming. So after doing some research, I mean, if anybody does ever, go to a HOSAS system, and you're looking for a profile out there that you don't have to spend too much time, you don't have to install a bunch of stuff, and yeah, there's a little bit of a learning curve, but I use a gentleman named Buzz Killers. You can find him on Reddit. I do not know him personally at all. But his keybinds for the joystick and stuff have been fantastic. And there's only one little app you have to install. You too, Moms. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate your time. And I should be on tomorrow at some point. If you jump on, great. If not, I hope you have a great rest of your weekend. Okay, so we get that drop down. And I am going to take a quick break. I will be back, and I will throw the music up for you guys. Thanks for watching. If you like the stream, give me a like. Give me a follow if you're on Twitch. I'm trying to hit my 50 follows goal. So I will be right back. And we're back. Successful late night potties for the dogs and no skunk sightings, so I will take that. Anybody that's experienced that, doesn't matter if you have a tiny house or a regular size house, it is god awful. It's not a pleasant experience. I think last time my dogs got skunked, it was I mean, you usually typically get the smell off them. I do have an unhealthy stockpile of hydrogen peroxide baking soda, Dawn dish soap, and basically, and I think it was vinegar too. You basically just mix a concoction. It's like a paste, so you can get them where it's not so pungent. But yeah, last time it happened, my whole entire tiny house smelled like skunk for good 6 to 8 months afterwards. So, okay, we're at the spaceport. I'm gonna do one more contract for hauling cargo up to the space station, and then I'm probably gonna call her a night. It's getting a little on in the evening, so let's see what we can find. Or I might be going back up there and coming back down here. So that's Baja Point, Baja Point. Looking for a spaceport to Baja Point. That's way too much SU that I want to carry. $102. Come on, anything down here further? Harbor. Okay, we'll just grab some up at the space station. So let's go back up. That's 102, that's too much. Baja Point Spaceport, there's 8, we'll take that one. Oops, we won't do Mercenary, we'll do Holland. So we can find Spaceport, there's 10, we'll take that one. We can probably take one more. One more smaller one for the Cutlass Black. Hope everybody's having a good night. Just had a good weekend thus far. If you're first time joining the stream, thanks for your time. Let's see here. Come on, I'm gonna find one more. It's 11. I can take that one. So we'll take those 3 contracts. Let's head up to the spaceport. Scusi. Let's throw our engines on. Let's call ATC. Let's reorientate ourselves. Bring that speed limiter up just a little bit. Up the gear off. Let's reorientate ourselves to a little crooked. Actually, we're at the spaceport, aren't we? It's been a long weekend. Bear with me for a second. Contracts. So we are in the right spot. Let's put our landing gear back down. line this up a little bit. Strap her down.
Engines offline.
Okay, let's do it the right way.
We're sorry. You exceeded the allotted time to depart. We'll have to return your ship to storage.
Do not put my ship in storage, please. Okay, let's grab these guys. Bring those up, and while those are going up, we are going to grab the ATLS. I am assuming at some point they are going to have the militarized version of this. Let's get you all the way back there. I think we just... Oh, there we go. Snapping wasn't working there for a second. Snap up. There we go. It's nice having an evening with Star Citizen where it isn't too buggy. You can actually get some stuff accomplished. I am very much looking forward to when they have bases. And you can start some mining facilities and do some trading. Basically have your own, I guess you could say, Home Depot or Menards business. Selling materials, moving materials around. I know I could carry quite a bit more if I, excuse me, use my raft. But I'm trying to load up one SU containers with the raft. That's a process. I did that the other day just to kind of test out stuff, and I spent more time trying to place all the containers on it than what it was worth. So I'm thinking tomorrow we'll take the raft out, and we'll start doing some of the larger contracts. I do wish they would. I wish they had a spot on the raft for the Atlas, or the ATLS, however you want to say it. So you just bring it with you. There we go, got the stack. Move you over there. There we go. I haven't done really any mining in the game. Something I did maybe a couple years ago when I first got introduced to the game by one of my friends. We found a gentleman that was a really good Sherpa. Kind of showed us around quite a bit. We did a little mining there. I didn't mind it. It wasn't my favorite game loop. I do enjoy salvaging with a vulture. Typically, I'll go to the ambitious stream station and just do panel scraping. And that actually works out pretty darn good. I can actually, if I fill it up and then eject all the crates out and stack them and refill it back up, I can pull in about half of them now. I actually really do enjoy that game loop. Just throw some nice ambient music on in the background, just sit back and chill and basically pressure wash the panels. Okay, we'll do this again. Okay, let's pop up here. Come on, let me.
You're clear to launch.
There we go. Take the VTOL off and there we go. We bumped it a little bit.
Thank you, and please visit again.
Okay, it's Pulp Area 18 on our map. So we can quantum in. Okay. There we go, quantum set.
Drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off.
And short hop, skip, and a jump. Looks like it should be daytime down there.
Quantum drive is now on.
Did enjoy earlier when I was gaming. There's a little bit of a bug and my hangar doors stayed open down at Area 18. And just the way the light kind of filled the hangar and stuff was gorgeous. Switch to just regular navigation mode. So we're looking for the Y. Where is the Y at? There it is. Should probably slow down a little bit. I think my hangar is number 6 for my persistent. A little bit foggy. So we should actually be on the other side if I remember right. Let's see what we got. I do need to set up my camera's shortcuts for the cutlass. There's 6 over there. Okay, can I just use a keyboard shortcut this time? It's a 50-50. The keyboard shortcut's actually going to work to call ATC. Oh, it actually worked. Take our speed limiter down a little bit. Oh, there's somebody come out of my hangar.
That request has already been granted.
They put me in the right. Okay, there we go. That's the right hangar. So, I was wrong. It is 5. My sensitivity is up a little too high on my controllers for my liking, but there we go. Nice and easy. Then we'll just reposition ourselves, get a little bit closer to the ground. Did a little bit of, I guess you could say, decorating cargo boxes, make it a little less stale inside. Let's back up a little bit. Okay, nice and easy. Whoop.
I'm sorry.
Let's throw our gear
Due to
down.
inactivity, we have been forced to assign your landing zone to another customer.
Landing gear down.
There we go. Das is good.
Landing complete.
Throw our engines off.
Offline.
Power down everything. Doo-doo-doo.
Systems are offline.
My starter ship, I had a cutter. I absolutely loved that. Love the look of it. I'm a big fan of like the A10. I do like the industrial design. So I've been pretty happy with the Drake ships. Okay, you can let me in. There we go. Let's offload and make a few dollars. Cargo missions are fun. I'm enjoying them. Do obviously, excuse me, make quite a bit more money doing salvaging. But I've found in the game, as it kind of stands now, you do maybe 4 salvaging, big salvaging runs with my Vulture. And I'm sitting at, right around 2 or just under. And at that point, you pretty much have enough money to buy all your weapons, drinks, and all that stuff. So there's really no point to kind of just really go and grind. Unless you're trying to get a specific ship. I did do some research today. I've been wanting to buy the Ursa medical variation, and it's not available to buy in the pledge store. So I did some research, and people came up with if you go to Lorville. So I went to Lorville, but apparently, unfortunately, they did not have the medical variation of it. I was looking at trying to do the setting your spawn point at the med bay, your regeneration inside the rover, so you could possibly just wake up inside of it in your hangar and not have to take the tram and stuff to get here. I know people were doing that initially in the PTU, and it was working. When I first came to the PTU, I don't know if it still works in the PU or not. Let's move that box back a little bit further. I did take a person out, maybe it was 2 or 3 weeks ago. They'd never done salvaging and stuff, so I kind of gave them kind of the quick and dirty with a vulture. It's been a couple hours. It was some nice, fun, chill gameplay. Accident. There we go. I am grateful they did take off ship damage for, excuse me, moving boxes around. So I got 2 more boxes. Hold on. That's it. Park this over here off to the side. Yeah, I did buy some SU crates to kind of populate, look a little more lived in, I guess. Jump out of this. Okay, let's go get paid. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do, but before I started the stream, I had my Drake, or my Cutlass, sorry, all loaded with all these crates for delivery, And when I jumped back over a couple of minutes later, the ship was gone and the crates got put in my storage. So, gonna leave that. So yeah, I got one vehicle, got another one. I wish we could call vehicles up in these. I'm assuming eventually we'll be able to. That's the Ursa I picked up today. In-game credits. Might end up grinding tomorrow some salvage and then picking up the Cutlass Red to see if I can medlog in my cargo hangar with that. Because the Ursa Rover is not available right now to purchase. Unless it's not at Lorville, if it's somewhere else. If you guys are aware of, if it is, and if it's in a different location other than Lorville, definitely leave a comment. I would appreciate the heads up. Should probably eat and drink here real quick. Oh, and we are going to have to head to... let's grab the inventory. So we're dying of thirst and hunger. Would like to team up with some people and do some bunker missions. Maybe try to find one of those golden tickets that I've heard so much about. Grab one more thing of. Good. Nothing wrong with a good burrito. Some liquid refreshment. Get our hydration up. You could only throw them in garbage cans. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this on the correctly positioned on the pad. And drop her down, and then grab the vulture. You know what, and probably go to the ambitious stream station. Take a 5 while I'm traveling over there. So then tomorrow when I jump on, we can do some salvaging of panels. And if you guys join me, you guys do not have to wait for me for the travel time to get to the ambitious stream station. So let's see, let's get my flight up. From flying with mouse and keyboard for so long and switching to joysticks, it's a whole new dog. Everything's so nice and fluid. I do have the Tobii eye tracker. I have a few things in the way of it at the moment, so I'm not actually using it. But flying around and using the Tobii eye tracker, once you have everything kind of dialed in, it's not so snappy and stuff. It is just that other sense of immersion, you know, VR, but not having the headset on.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval
Okay,
system.
let's grab our vulture.
Your vehicle has been delivered to the
And you know, it's a theme I really do like the the white and gray camel. So fortunately, they didn't have a variation of that for the Atlas. For you guys joining a little late on YouTube, I hope you guys have had a good weekend thus far. My last stream was, I think it was Wednesday. I was going to do some salvaging, and I think about 45 minutes in, I got a knock. My father had a medical emergency, so I had to cut my stream short a little bit to get him down to the hospital and in for surgery right away. So it's been a long week, to say the least. Now that everything's kind of clear, and he's in the clear, and surgery went well, it's kind of nice just to kind of hang out and chat and do a little bit of Star Citizen and take the edge off. Okay, it's called ATC.
You are clear to launch.
Let's take our speed limiter down a little bit. We are in VTOL. Let's pull our gear up. I'll just wait for the doors to finish opening. A little bit slower. Camera set up on this guy. There we go. Take VTOL off. Switch over to quantum.
Thank you, and please visit again.
Let's get out of atmosphere, and while we're doing that, we're gonna take the map. We're gonna pull up the ambitious dream station. And I think crew L1 is where I have to hit first. And of course that's blocked, so I need to navigate around the planet a little bit. Okay, where we're at. We will jump to this guy. It's a nice sunny day on the planet. Now, when I was salvaging last time, I noticed that both of my braid scrapers were missing, and my Atlas drive was missing, and I had all the stock components. So went into my inventory, and for some reason, everything I got thrown on there. So I went through, and I do have both the braid scrapers set up now on the Vulture, along with the Atlas drive and the cooler upgrade and a few other small upgrades. I think it's a power plant. So, okay, we're at Quantum. Oh, let's head up here, and we'll just jump out halfway. Okay, we'll drop out.
Is now off.
And now let's see if we get to the ambitious dream station. Let's see. Car. Why is it not letting me jump? Did I forget to refuel my quantum? I must have forgot to fill my quantum. Oh, vey, right? No big deal. We'll go to the space station real quick and refuel. If I could get out of this menu. There we go.
Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off. Quantum drive is now on.
There we go.
Quantum drive is now off.
Let's do a quick landing and refuel and head back out. Yeah, the only scraping I've done for panels has been Ambitious Dream Station. I haven't gone out to the other asteroid fields. Switch it over to flight, not quantum. And I'm thinking it's probably gonna put me on the opposite side. Excuse me. Let's see if we can call ATC yet.
Thank you, and please visit again.
Let's throw me over here now. Speed up a little bit so they don't close those doors on us. Oh, and I'm gonna overshoot because I wasn't watching my speed. Well. Okay, let's pop up here. Swing around. There we go. Until I'm getting a little tired, getting a little sloppy in the controls.
Landing
I'm sorry.
gear down.
Due to inactivity, we have been forced to assign your landing zone to another customer.
Landing complete.
Okay, will give me the landing services. Let's try clicking back. There we go.
Quantum fuel is at 100.
While that's doing that, we're gonna pop up and just reposition ourselves. Could be a tight squeeze. Back up a little bit. There we go. So can we actually get the ambitious stream station too? There we go. We were just shorting quantum fuel. No worries. So XR Moby.
You are clear to launch.
So yeah, once we jump in quantum, it'll be a little bit before we get to the ambitious stream station. So I'm gonna take that opportunity and take a short break. I do have a kind of a fun, playful loading screen that I've been working on for the Be Right Back. Hope you guys enjoy it. Okay, you're not gonna open up any further. There we go. Let's throw our gear up. Switch over to quantum, speed limiter up, and
Thank you. And please
let's dip down a little bit. I was flying in Microtech the other day, and I was in the dark spot, just coming right up on sunrise, and it was gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful.
Quantum drive is now on.
So as we have a little bit of travel, I'm going to throw some music for you guys and send you to the Be Right Back screen. Thank you for watching, and I will be back shortly.
We could be flying free, leave our worries below. Safe and sound, no one around. Say the word and we'll go. But baby, we'll fall.
And we're back. Send you guys back over the game screen.
Quantum drive is now on.
Not too much further to the mission stream station.
Quantum drive is now off.
And this will set us up for doing some salvaging tomorrow. So yeah, typically the asteroid belt to the right is where I go after the panel scraping. Usually takes half hour, 45 minutes. Just kind of sit back and do some pressure washing and make quite a few credits. See if ATC will work with the keyboard shortcut. I had looked at getting the game glass, using that with my iPad, but I ended up just going with profiles for my Stream Deck XL, which has worked out really nice. No complaints. And tomorrow I'll probably use my Tobii eye tracker. Let's reorientate ourselves, turn our speed limiter down a little bit. Let's get some altitude. Straighten out our wings. There we go. Yeah, for everybody that joined the stream tonight to watch, I appreciate your time. Hope you guys have had some fun. If you've enjoyed watching the stream, if you want to hit the like and subscribe button, it doesn't cost you guys anything, and it does help my channel out. And yeah, if you do, you do. If you don't, no worries. So what I typically do with a vulture is I get the shadow, and then kind of use that. Helps if I have my landing gear down, doesn't it? It's been a long night. It's alright though.
Gear down.
Okay, let's try this again. So yeah, I usually use the shadow as reference for placement.
Landing complete.
Throw the engines off.
Engines offline.
And while we're here, just go ahead and refuel. So that's one less thing I have to do tomorrow. Yeah, I don't have too many. Usually, my friends and I, we usually play Tarkov, stuff like that. So if anybody who's watching the stream wants to jump in tomorrow, I'll be live probably around noon, 1 o'clock Central Standard Time. If anybody wants to learn how to do salvaging that doesn't have a vulture, be happy to show you the ropes. Just nice, chill gameplay.
Online.
I'm gonna shut my engines off. Wonder if it's still. Oh, no service. It might just be bugged out for the power off. Oh, there we go. But yeah, I'd be up for doing cargo runs with anybody if they want. One thing I haven't done in quite a long time is run some bunkers. Wouldn't mind trying to do a little bit of searching for one of those golden tickets. Hold down F and close the door. And I usually just jump right off. But yeah, I do have a Discord channel set up. So if anybody wants to join in, you can go ahead and ping me in my Discord server. It's Tiny Home Gaming. I'm all about just sitting back, relaxing, and just having some fun.
Retrieval system.
Let's go and store our vulture.
Please visit us again. Goodbye.
And I will put my spawn point up here. Just in case. I believe typically if you call ATC, if you end up crashing before you actually land, it still does put your spawn point there, but so this is just out of precaution, just to make sure I don't have to jump all the way back. Area 18. A terminal, patient. Oh, there we go. Transfer imprint. There we go. Grab some drinks real quick for the road tomorrow. But yeah, if you like the content, give me a like and subscribe on YouTube. And if you're on Twitch, if you want to hit the follow button, I'll let you guys know when I'm going live.
A few more items than what's on display.
And yeah, Discord set up for gaming, and if anybody is interested in tiny houses, or if you have one or just thinking about it, I do have a section in there, and I'm happy to lend a hand. It's helped a few people. More of consulting, as far as like what stuff did I run into as far as building tiny houses and how I, overcame or worked around something. So one of the biggest things I can say if you do build a tiny house is you do want to put in a HRV. The one I went with is Lunos. It's a company in Germany that makes it. And it's basically an air exchanger for HRV is heat recovery ventilation. So basically there's a ceramic core, and as the water as the air gets drawn in, it heats that ceramic core. And yeah, basically just turns over the volume of air in the house, because the biggest thing in a tiny house that you'll run into is moisture. And you get mold and all that stuff, but if you have it properly ventilated, like the system I had, it was the E squared, so I had one on each side of the house. So every 5 to 10 minutes, depending on what I had it set at, one would blow in, one would blow out, and then it would flip-flop. The other one that was blowing in would blow out, and one that was blowing out would blow in. There was always good airflow circulation. Never had any humidity issues whatsoever. So yeah. I'd like to thank anybody that's watching. Thank you for your time. I appreciate it. And I hope you guys have a good rest of your weekend. Like I said, I will be live tomorrow between noon and 1 p.m. CST. And yeah, I hope you guys had a fun time watching, maybe learn something. And yeah, hope you guys have a great rest of the weekend. Catch you guys later.